your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space.
Next, we have the spiritual routine that is being practiced in this COVID care protection centers and how this spiritual routine protects you from pralaya. Members of Kailasa's protective preventive multi-layered quarantine initiative take part every day in morning spiritual routine here in Adi Kailasa Sarvangi Peetham. The morning spiritual routine consists of Nityananda Yoga, Panchakriya, Nityananda Pratyaksha Pada Puja, Kashayam, which is a herbal drink in the morning, followed by the Nitya Satsang. Tune your biological clock to the spiritual practices because the chemistry you enjoy really matters. That decides the kind of plane of the universe, the dimension of universe you're going to experience, Kailasa or Pathala, Swarga or Naraga. Morning spiritual routine is the direct path to Kailasa. So in Kailasa COVID care protection centers, this morning spiritual routine is inspired to all the participants for them to directly achieve the path of Kailasa. And why this morning spiritual routine happens in Brahma Muhurta? What is Brahma Muhurta? Brahma Muhurta is a period of 2 Muhurtas, time unit of 48 minutes, or about 1.5 hours before dawn. Time for spiritual practices like prayer and meditation. According to Ayurveda, the time between 4:24 a.m. and 5:11 a.m. is known as the Brahma Muhurta. The very first written verse in any Ayurvedic textbook always explains about the daily regimen that has to be followed for health and well-being and to also experience longevity in your life. The Ashtanga Hridayam, the scripture beautifully talks about health and for achieving long lifespan as desired. The benefits of waking up in Brahma Muhurta at this time, a high level of prana, which is necessary for the body, is adequately present in the atmosphere, and the activities of the entire world, and especially the living beings, are yet to be started. Hence, the pollution is very at its minimum. The cheerful atmosphere has a considerable effect on the mind and body, especially when the world is fighting with the issues of restoring the immunity once you're exposed to COVID-prone air in the outside world. For you to boost your immunity, this spiritual routine, especially doing it in Brahma Muhurta, simply has a tremendous effects in your body. Ayurveda has given a deep thought to the daily routine, which aligns our day-to-day life perfectly to express our maximum potential and capabilities. This starts with getting up in the morning. The quality of our waking up decides the energy level for the day. A peaceful, fresh start is always better to a dull, lethargic start with a heavy feeling. Tuning our biological clock to the rising and the setting of sun is the best way for reversing the aging process. Waking up during Brahma Muhurta puts us in the perfect synchronization to the natural clock. We also have Panchakriyas, which activates almost all the vital systems in the body: digestive, respiratory, circulatory, and the nervous vital systems. These spiritual routine the spiritual routine and the impact of practicing the spiritual routine during this Brahma Muhurta is truly appreciated by the participants, especially the COVID Care Protection Center participants who have joined us in Adi Kailasa. So we have many more exciting updates from the COVID Care Protection Centers of Adi Kailasa. So we welcome each and every viewer to avail this opportunity during this pralaya. It is so important to protect yourself and your loved ones. So we welcome every viewer to register yourself in kailasa.org/Kailasa Care for you to join us in these COVID Care Protection Centers. Thank you one and all for watching this segment. And next we're going to have the Power Manifestation segment. Before we join in the Power Manifestation segment, please stay tuned and we'll be right back.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become e-Kailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever system, literally.
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityam Vimalachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you, out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I've added the ultimate powerfulness, Turyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence. All these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Beautifully, Bhagwan explained what is power manifestation is raising your frequency to the conscious space. Now, Bhagwan gives science of power manifestation. Science of power manifestation, it is a science because each one of you can manifest and it is repeatable. It is authentic, time-tested and scientific and foolproof. The pramanas, the evidences, always we start with the evidences that a human can experience the superconscious breakthrough. And each of the powers, how the evidences have clearly given for us to understand that we can manifest the powers of Paramashiva following these beautiful steps. Shastra Pramana, the evidences from the Shastras, the scriptural references for each of the powers. Eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. The Apta Pramana. The Apta Pramana are the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamas, Alvars, Siddhas, so many of them. All of them are authority of Hinduism, manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva, which is scientific and foolproof. Atma Pramana, Bhagavan himself, account of his divine holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. Bhagavan himself played the Leela, each of the Leela, to make us understand a human can experience the superconscious breakthrough. And it is very simple for each one of us to have these experiences and more start living as superconscious being, conscious being. Shakshi Pramana, the Pramana, evidences of the experience of millions of disciple, devotees, followers like all of us who have experienced the power, all the powers of Paramashiva and initiated by Bhagavan himself. Bhagavan has beautifully said, whoever comes to the Kailash Kotiyar manifesting power group simply will manifest all my powers and simply I will manifest through them. Bhagavan's blessing. And Pratyaksha Pramana, measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Again and again, Bhagavan clearly shows that whoever experience these powers, these are Shakti because they go into the thoughtless space and connect to Paramashiva, experience the oneness with consciousness, manifest as reality. Bhagavan has beautifully given this as a science for all of us to understand how we can have a breakthrough. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana.